Well, Maverick.
Yes, that's my
Oh
name.
my God. Thank God we're here.
It's my real name.
Finally. Your real name.
My real name.
Not your stage name.
No.
Not Pornhub.
Nope, not my Pornhub
Nothing like
name.
that.
Not my OnlyFans name. It's my real name.
If you could have a porn name, what do you think it would be?
That's a good question. I would say Jackrabbit.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I would say it'd be a Jackrabbit or Jackhammer.
That could be Jackhammer.
You could be Jackhammer.
Jackhammer,
I'm sure
Jackrabbit,
yeah, that would be
yeah, that would be it.
If that's not taken,
I gotta. You
register
know what?
trademark that shit right
I'm
now,
starting it right
brother.
now.
Make that happen.
I got to.
So we met through Christy Riffle, who's here, who's here.
Yes.
And who I adore her.
Yes, love her.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's killing it out here.
Dude, she does so well. Yeah. And she's one of the rare ones that actually gets leads from social media in the real estate space.
Right.
Most people, they're paying for their audience. They're,
I was going to mention that she has real followers.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You can tell like when somebody has like 50,000 followers, but they have like 2 comments. So that's like, you probably don't have real followers. So
a big one that I look at is comments, and also for their reels, on average, 7 to 10% of your audience you should be reaching them.
Right.
So if you're at 10,000 followers, you should be averaging 1,000 reels plays,
right.
Per video.
Correct.
And a lot of people, I've got 1 million followers, and there's like 1,000.
Yeah,
2,000.
exactly.
And those are all people that are, server farms in Bangladesh.
Yeah. And a lot of people get duped. A lot of companies get duped because what happens is they'll look at the numbers and not pay attention to the engagement. That is the biggest thing when it comes to social media. It's all about engagement. If you have 50,000 followers, doesn't matter. If you have at least 20 to 30% or even 10% of that, that's amazing. Versus having 1 million followers and only having, like you said, like 1,000 people engaging. It doesn't really do anything. So it's all about engagement.
It shows and that's the thing most people don't know. And let's peel back that one for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because so many people are blinded by, here's how many followers this person has.
Right.
They don't do their homework to see how many comments are they getting.
Yeah.
How many people are playing their reels and looking to see what they're doing that way instead of just getting this, they've got 10 million followers.
Right. And then again, that's how companies get duped. They'll pay like thousands of dollars. Oh, you have 1 million followers? Great. Here's 10 grand to post this. But then they'll see the engagement and they're like, what happened? So that's how these companies they really don't do their due diligence. And whoever's running their social media teams need to overhaul, because I see that time and time again. And when you really have these micro-influencers, that's a big thing. Micro-influencers are the wave. When it comes to people have 10,000 followers, 50,000 followers, and they have great engagement, that's where you're going to get your bang for your buck, for sure.
That's the people that are talking to me right now, because I'm at 19,000 plus, but I'm averaging now probably 13 to 14%.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's
right?
amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's when I show people that, they're like, holy shit. I go, well, it's just good, consistent content is what I'm putting out. And so then it's like we talked about before, finding your voice and seeing what resonates with your audience. And then you double down on that.
Right.
And then instead of posting once a day, you post twice.
Yeah.
And if you have to bootstrap, there's AI platforms out there that you can get that can caption all your stuff, and they're getting better every day. And so there isn't an excuse for you if you want to be a content creator in the social space right now.
Right.
To me, it's actually easier than ever.
It's the easiest time to be a content creator because, like you said, these AI programs are amazing where you can have AI do your clips, they can write your books, they can do any and everything, and they can be your like little, study buddy, whatever you want it to be, they can be that. And like you said, they're getting better every day. And it's been amazing for me because that's how I grew my page. And instead of having like an editor where I'm paying like a ton of money, I'll just have AI just do my clips. And that's the thing. Like it's way more efficient, it's faster, and you can kind of edit and play with it as well. And it's super efficient.
How many followers do you have right now on Instagram?
Almost 60,000. I'm at 59.8.
Right on. I remember your 50 party.
Yeah.
That was good for you.
That was just in June. So now we're almost at 60.
So almost at 60,000. Walk me through how you or how your people would ever post. Like when you're like, what AI platforms are you using? Everything else.
Well, for my clips, I'm using Opus. So everybody write that down. Opus. That is a great AI clip. Take, all from your podcast or whatever, your long form. And you can select if you want to do 30 seconds, 90 seconds, whatever the case may be. You can even type in keywords and it'll pull that from the video. So that is super key. So that way you don't have to like hire an editor. And, if you're bootstrapping it, that is a way to where you can just use that. And it's only like, I believe it's only like $15 a month or something like that. So I use that for my clips. And then also the way I just grew my page is just organically just putting out stuff. Like how we said, we were just talking about just starting, not giving a fuck about what anybody thinks. Do you, don't worry about what the next person is doing. If you're running a race, that's how you lose a race, when you look to the right or to the left and the other person's passing you. So that is how you really lose a race. Like, just run your race. So whether you're talking about relationships, I do conspiracy theories, I do, real news, alternative news, all the shit that CNN and MSNBC won't tell you. So that's why I pride myself. And I just kind of fell into that. So when I started my page, I didn't know what I was doing. So the key is just don't get it right, just get it going. So
Amen.
that's how I started.
Amen. It's the journey to 1,000. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step.
Correct.
And you need to do that. Just take that first step. And I love a platform called Descript, which is $30 a month. And I'll take my shorts, and so it's a 30-second clip from here. Drop it in a Descript. It pulls a transcript of what we say, a text transcript. I then take that, I drop into ChatGPT and say, here's Maverick and I, here's Maverick's bio. Please give me 10 suggested edgy social media headlines and do a complete description of the video with a hook at the beginning to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
All right.
And I drop that description in YouTube Shorts.
Wow. I love that. I'm stealing that.
Take it. I'm giving it to you, brother. I'm the biggest open source share everything guy on the planet, because when you do that, you sleep better at night.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll be 54 next week. So it's like, I'm old.
Amazing.
Dude, I'm old. Oh, please.
You look good.
Dude, cut me in half and count the rings. Let me tell you. If I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself, is what I always say.
Yeah, for sure.
It is that I'm at a point in my life that I'd rather give back whatever I have up here. And that if this is the medium that I do it, okay.
Right.
And I expect nothing in return from anybody.
Yeah.
When you are in your life a point where you expect zero from anyone else back, you've reached that ultimate moment of clarity.
Oh, I agree. And I feel like a big thing for me is no gatekeeping. So when it comes to knowledge and sharing information, there is so much room for everybody to win. And when you have that crab in a barrel kind of mentality, that's where you really lose. So when it comes to whatever you're doing, just share information, be helpful, and provide value.
It is something that the value part's huge, because anybody can do a video, but once you get doing them, you'll figure out what your stream is that you're going to be swimming in.
Right.
That's your value proposition.
Right.
To me, whether it's doing goofy fucking used to be real estate podcasts. Now it's anything that people just have a good conversation with, but Vegas based.
Right.
Or your conspiracy stuff is, I'm going, Jesus Christ. Where do you get your stuff from? Like some of your stuff, dude, you're like TMZ.
Yeah.
Like your stuff is bananas.
Yeah. That's what people were calling me, like the TMZ of conspiracies. So, I don't know. I just kind of fell into it. I've always had like this third eye type of thing when I was little. And, I had like a bunch of paranormal stuff happen to me when I was little, and always had this thing, that I was a little different. So it's kind of full circle, because now that, I have this page, it's kind of funny to think about, because even when I was little, and this is going to sound crazy, I've always had this feeling that the world was going to stop. So in 2020, what happened? The world stopped. So like I always had this feeling like the world's going to reset. I always had this thing in the back of my mind. So now that I have a page and it's really popping off and people are responding to it, people are waking up, now I'm like, oh, okay, so this is like my new lane, because I've been in real estate, I've done music, I've done many different things in my life. And I know I may look younger. I don't know. How old do you think I am?
You?
Yes.
You, because you said it, now I'm going to go older. I mean, Jesus Christ. I would say you are 41.
No, I'm 38, but
I went older.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, I've done a lot. So, you know, I used to do music. I used to do acting and all types of stuff.
Good for you.
And so now, I feel like it's full circle now, you know, being that, you know, it's kind of acting, but not really. I feel like, you know, I'm just being myself.
Yeah.
But, you know, being in front of a camera, you know, you can turn it on and, you know, be extra and whatnot because, you know, when you have a big personality, it shrinks on camera. So you have to be over the top. So it's kind of like I feel like I'm acting again, but it's just I'm just being myself at this point.
And it comes through on camera. You know, your content comes through as transparent and sincere. And whenever I'm watching your stuff, I feel like you're talking to me.
Right.
Which that's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, and I love the stuff where like, I don't know how to do that. Where like you hold your hand up and there's the goddamn article or whatever. I'm like, Jesus Christ, fucking Steven Spielberg over here with this shit. It's so cool that you mix up your deliverable content.
Yeah, keep it fresh.
You keep it fresh. It's not always just, bam, who's this? It's now like you're doing different ways to serve it. That's next level stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. And it's something that I kind of, you know, fell into again. And it was just like, okay, well, I see what everybody else is doing. I see how they deliver their content. I don't want to exactly do it the same way, but I do agree with consistency. So if I do have a few different ways to where people are drawn in and have a hook, then I can be like, oh, okay, well, this works, this doesn't. Test out stuff. And that's the beautiful part about, you know, being a content creator. You can see what works, what doesn't. It's not so rigid, you know, being like an actor or, you know, if you're on traditional TV. But when it comes to, you know, content creation, you can kind of see what works, what doesn't. So like we said, when I put up my hand and have a little pop-up thing, people love that. They're like, oh, that's great. That's engaging. So I'm like, okay, let me keep doing that. I have the green screen behind me. So kind of see what works. I have like a little tagline now. So like, you know, people were like, bro, what? Like people love that. So they love that stuff. So you can kind of see what works and what doesn't. You know?
What stuff is there stuff like right now that you're beta testing?
Yeah, like just different styles, I would say. I'm going more into long form now. So I'm just using my page to promote what I'm doing on YouTube and everything else, my podcast, Maverick Approach. And, you know, just seeing what works or doesn't with different styles of interviews and whatnot. So just kind of going through the motions.
That's the one biggie I've been told and seen is longer form, 60 seconds plus.
Yeah.
And so I was actually on the way here, was talking to my guy, and I told him I want a 60-second plus video on top of everything else at least once a week.
For sure.
That's what Instagram came out and said that's what they want to see more of.
Right.
That, and then want to do that for a month or two, see how that plays out, and then go into 4 to 6 minute videos of the conversation.
Right. For sure.
Good parts and not captioned, you know, that stuff I'm going to caption in app to see if I get more love, which I think I will.
Yeah.
Because every channel wants you to build it, you know, within their own, you know, ecosystem.
Right.
So like I did one, I got in a car accident. My car got towed to a junkyard in North Las Vegas. I was like, this is something out of fucking Mad Max. So I started filming content and I built it within TikTok, over 10,000 views, which nowadays anything in the thousands for us little guys is a win.
Oh yeah,
on TikTok because they've just gone bananas with changing their algorithms up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. TikTok always changes their algorithm, so you never can really catch it. As soon as you get it, then they change it on you. So yeah,
that's the frustrating but also most fun part of doing what we do is stuff is always changing.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's going to change. You don't know how it's going to change. If anybody tells you they know an algorithm of a social media platform, they're full of shit.
Full of shit.
Full of shit.
Yeah.
But the ones that say, this is how I react, and here's my numbers, here's my engagement, or engagements of my clients, then that's more credibility to me, but you're never going to know it all.
No, you're never going to know it.
There's no silver bullet.
It's ever changing. And that's the beautiful part. And I think that when it comes to content creation, you always want to stay fresh. So it keeps you, you know, engage yourself. It keeps you creative and, you know, you're kind of fighting against the machine. But I think that's part of the journey, you know? So like, I don't think you're supposed to figure it out and then just be king of the world. So
No. Look at people like Zuckerberg. He's miserable.
MMA fights and he's trying to figure something out.
He's trying to fucking do MMA fights
Yeah.
and he's doing jujitsu. He wants to take on Elon Musk. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, please, dude.
Did you see how he like broke his leg or snapped something? Or he's
No.
He's supposed to have a fight, but now he got injured, so now he can't have his fight. So, yeah.
What are some of the big stories that you're looking at or that you've put out lately?
Well, the story, which was very controversial, I did a deep dive on Matthew Perry and, his demise. So that I did a video on Kim Kardashian being man of the year. I had, my 2 cents about that. So I do very thought-provoking stuff and I go against the grain and, there's an audience for it. People love it and I say what people are thinking. So that's the main thing. And that's why people love my page. And, I'm just the voice for them. But when it comes to things like Kim Kardashian being man of the year, did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, me personally, people are like, it's great. It's fantastic, but she's not a man.
She's not a man.
So you're telling men that they're not good enough to be a man. So you got a woman to be a man of the year.
That's called person of the year.
Yeah.
Is what she should be called if that's going to be the title. She's not a man.
Yeah.
It's even if she has big dick energy.
Yeah.
I'm single. You've got me. If you're a woman with a big dick, if you've got big dick energy, we're going out for drinks. Old fashions or dirty martinis at Hank's over at Green Valley Ranch. Absolutely.
Right.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But to say you're a man for that award, I disagree.
It's crazy.
I disagree. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, on that video, so I did a deep dive on that. And I said, for one, it's destroying the family unit. It's telling men that they can't be men anymore. There's no spot for them anymore. And then there's a 14-year-old kid in Virginia who created a cancer-fighting soap. And he's top scientist of the year. Let's make him GQ Man of the Year.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely. Reward that instead of what has Kim Kardashian done to earn that right to be anything of the year.
Yeah. And kudos to her. I get it. She built an empire. She's a billionaire. It's
Absolutely.
fantastic. But you can be person of the year. You can be woman of the year. But you can't be man of the year.
That one, I'm with you on that I think that she's a very savvy businesswoman, that she's parlayed a sex tape, into everything with her family and the mom and all that is brilliant.
Yeah.
What they've done. But you're still not man of the year, bitch.
Yeah. You're not man of the year. I'm sorry.
You
can't
not.
be.
No.
And I'm very traditional. I'm very like old school when it comes to, gender roles and everything else. That's what I'm about. So like you can be a billionaire, you can be a boss bitch and all. Great. Fine. Guess what? You're still not a man and you're telling other men and women that, hey, I could be a man. And that is very destructive.
I have I'm, older. So I'm old school with that stuff as well. And I've told, like, my daughter's 14. Mm-hmm. And I've told her, you can be with a man, a woman, a Martian, a goat. I don't care. Right. As long as they're good to you.
Of course.
As long as they're respectful to you. And if you're going out on a date, like just what I do when I come to your mom's house, they're going to get out of their car. They're going to ring the doorbell and they're going to come get you.
Yeah.
Like just little things like that. I was opening the door for her all the time and it was embarrassing her. So she texted me and she's like, Dad, the next time when you get me at school, can you please not open the door for me? Yes, honey. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but that's what a gentleman does. That's what a good dad does. I mean,
well, that's how I was brought up.
Yeah.
Is you treat a woman with respect. And so that's what you do. And so I think that with the whole man of the year stuff and the whole gender thing, it's confusing. And I think that is a detriment to the fabric of our culture.
Yeah.
And who we are. Is it Rogan that said, like, that's one of the key ingredients of the fall of a civilization is the questioning of gender roles.
Yeah.
And that's a biggie.
Yeah.
Again, I don't care if you want to turn into a guy, turn into a girl, be a J. Edgar Hoover and wear garters and shit under your suit. Like, I don't care. Don't care.
Right.
Not my thing, but don't care as long as you're a good person.
Right.
But don't push that on me.
Yeah.
And don't force me to accept you.
Mm.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
That's why I live here.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to fucking accept you. Sorry. Right. I wish you nothing but love and off you go.
Right. But, and that's a big thing. I think that again, it's very destructive because again, that's causing confusion and it's a bigger agenda that is happening. It's causing confusion, destroying the family unit. And the family unit is like the backbone of America. It's the lifeblood. So when you destroy that, it's easier to control. And that's when the government and everybody else can control you. You depend on them instead of having your own, unit. So that's dangerous.
It is a slippery slope that we're going down with gender roles. I just took my daughter goes to a LVA, which is a performing arts high school here in town. Mm-hmm. And they did Legally Blonde is a play. It was awesome. So good. I took my daughter and my son 7, and there's some off-color remarks, and there's homosexual references and people in it that are openly gay,
right,
which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Get your gay on, please. But afterwards, we're walking out, and I said to Jack, I go, "What'd you think?" Because I liked it, but I didn't like all the bad words, and he didn't like all the swear words that were in it. I let that percolate, marinate a little bit. The next day, him and I were together. I take him out for dinner. And I said, "Hey, honey, in that play, I know you didn't like the language, but also there's people in there like boys being with boys romantically. Mm-hmm. If you ever have questions about that, please ask me. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm here for, as your dad."
Right.
So if anything, I use those opportunities as a teachable moment to my kids, mm-hmm, to say, it's not good, it's not bad. Jack already likes girls. I already know it. He's already chasing girls down on the bus. And he's 7. He's trying to get girls' numbers on the bus. Bus is hard.
Yeah.
But I want him to be comfortable enough that I'm trying to get ahead of it, mm-hmm, so that if somebody says, to him, "Hey, Jack, here's Kim Kardashian as man of the year. What do you think?" Mm. I want him to be comfortable enough to talk about his feelings, to be educated enough.
Right.
But it makes it even harder now to parent because of stuff like that comes out.
Right.
It's like, what? Like, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
how can I explain that to my kids?
That puts you in a position to where it's uncharted territory, and you're like, what do I do with this? Yeah. Is it PC? Is it not? What am I telling my kids? I don't
know. I got told by my daughter 2 or 3 days ago that I can't say retarded. That's a bad word.
It's a derogatory remark.
That's a derogatory remark. And I'm like, okay, I'll stop saying it.
Yeah.
I didn't say it in a bad way, at all, but that's how I grew up. There's that one. Also, now people are saying this is in a heterosexual relationship. This is my partner. I'm like, I thought that was just reserved for the gays to say they're in a relationship.
It's confusing, man.
Right? I'm like,
confusing.
I need someone to start like a fucking Google Doc for me on this to keep track of all this shit going on.
Right.
Because I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's the life is too short for me to keep all this shit. Like I need some type of cheat sheet to know that I'm not offending anybody.
And that's the thing. So you're Gen X, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
So I'm the last of the Mohicans, okay? So when it comes to that stuff, like I'm right there with you. So it's hard to follow up with all this stuff, and they're changing stuff every day. There's new lingo, and they're taking, letters out from alphabets, and I can't keep up.
Dude, I just, it's exhausting.
It is.
And I can't fathom the woke culture or whatever culture it is. This is these people's mentality is fight, fight, fight every day. I'm like, how about love? How about love more people?
Right.
And be accepted? Then you'll be naturally accepted for who you are.
Right.
You can have 3 penises. I don't care. If you're a good person, God bless you and your fucking Total Recall 3 penises. I don't know what that is. It's 3 boobs on Total Recall. It's one of the greatest lines, one of the greatest goddamn movie
I love that movie.
ever.
I love that movie.
Oh, please.
Great.
It's just, to me, I love the fact with your content, you're always pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
Always pushing the envelope. And is it for you, do you wake up and you're seeing stuff in your feed and then just go, that's good, that's good, that's good, and you bank it and send it out?
Yeah. I mean, it could be, hot topics, have my, take on it. I really try to stick to my audience and what they want to hear. And to be honest, just I go with my gut. If it's something that's true telling, it's something I'm really connecting the dots on, because, there's a lot of stuff that, just comes to me. And I'll be like, that doesn't look right. So let me do a little bit more investigating. So I'll find something else. I'm like, oh shit. And find something else. Oh, wait, hold up. What's going on? And then keep going down that rabbit hole.
For you.
I got to post this.
Yeah.
So it all comes together. It's super organic. It's not something I'm really looking for or searching for. It's just something that I find, intriguing myself. And then I feel like my audience would like that as well. And I, present that to them.
In presenting stuff to your audience, do you know the demo of your audience? Like, is it male, mostly female, age? Do you have an idea of who they are?
Yeah, it's anywhere between 25 and 45. And the demo used to be a lot more males, but now it's a lot more females.
Really?
Yes. I see you guys going through.
Why do you think so?
I don't know. I think women really love rabbit holes and conspiracy theories and true crime. That's the thing. Women, every woman I've been with love true crimes. They love crime stories.
Crazy.
Why? Why do they like that stuff so much?
I can't stand it, but people that, but you're right.
They go to sleep to it. They turn it on. They literally go to sleep to it. They turn it on and they be like, okay, I'm going to sleep. And they have like, first 48 on. I'm like, what the hell? You go to sleep to that?
Dateline, like all our first 48, all that shit. And it's blown up like in our space. That's one of the fastest growing spaces, like on YouTube or podcasts, is the true crime stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't. Again, I just, between Adderall in the morning and gummies at night, I can't keep up, man. I can't fucking keep up. And this person did it. And for a while, my ex-wife, and we get along great. I love her. And forever, I wanted to get more life insurance for both of us. And I said, hey, I'll pay more. I want enough so we're covered so until the kids turn like 18 or 19, that there's enough that's there in case something happens to one of us, the other person doesn't have to work, you become a full-time parent for that time. And for a while, she was like, well, every true crime thing I've ever seen is the husband murders the wife. But before that, he gets her more life insurance.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, go fuck yourself. That's not what I'm doing it for. I don't want to, I love my kids, but I don't want to be a full-time dad like that. I don't want to be a full-time parent, I should say.
Right.
No, we get along great right now. I'm hedging my bet.
Yeah.
It's like buying gold right now. Like, hello, like just, and we'll talk crypto in a second, by the way.
Okay.
Because I am the R word when it comes to crypto. Like I'm completely, but I just think that the whole true crime thing is you kind of go there, but you're not all in on it.
Yeah.
Which is super cool because then you don't get labeled as the true crime guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're really good with this. That's why I think you're really good with what you put out, but that's a reflection of your brain.
Yeah.
And where your brain's at with stuff.
It is. And I just go with it. It's just, it's super organic. I don't try to stick to like one type of thing, but I do lean into the conspiracy theories because there's a lot of stuff going on that people need to know. And like, there's a veil over everybody's eyes. So I just pull that veil back. But I do touch on like tech, world news, because our news is very skewed and only a few companies own all the media companies. So I give everybody a different perspective.
So let's talk crypto for a second, because, and where I'm at now as a micro creator or whatever, most of my stuff now I get in my like junk feed on Instagram is people saying they want to edit my videos for me. Is like a biggie. But before that, it was crypto. And I don't understand, how are these people making money off of me, first of all, and why would I even want to invest with them? Like, that's like someone just walking up to me on the street saying, hey, I've got a stock tip for you. You should, go buy, Jimmy Jackoff's Fuck This Went Public, and you should go buy that. What?
Yeah.
That's the part I don't understand with the monetization of it in terms of the deployment of crypto. Like I do all my stuff online with Fidelity. I have some Ethereum. Is that what it's called?
Ethereum? Yes.
I know what it's fucking called.
Yeah.
I'm awful. Stacey, thank you. Please judge. And then I have Bitcoin. That's all I have. And I have a little bit in each, and I just let it sit there.
Yeah.
I bought a while ago and I let it sit there.
Okay.
So, and you're like, this motherfucker is just, I'm the R word. I know I am.
No, I mean, it's good that you're in the space. A lot of people aren't. The adoption is still low. It's like, I would say only 5 to 10% globally. So it's still tons of runway to be into the space. It's all about education first. That's why I have, my other show, Block Nation. We do, finance, crypto education, digital assets, blockchain tech, all that stuff. We teach that first because it's all about education first. You got to understand what you're getting into before you put your money into it. So we're not financial advisors, not financial advice, but we just do education and we do classes as well. So, you should come to one of our classes.
I will. Now I will. Oh, please.
Yeah.
Again, You're not a financial planner. You're not, this is me asking you, like, what on average, how much of someone's portfolio, like 10%, 5% should they have in the crypto space that you're seeing?
Well, for one, you don't want to be too diversified. So don't, throw all your monies into like some shit coin or because it has a cute little dog on it or a bunny. What you want to do is do your research first and then, pick about 3 to 5 good projects. Of course, Bitcoin being the granddaddy of them all, store of value, it's not going anywhere. Then you look into Avalanche, which is actually a protocol that is partnered with Amazon. So you're looking at that, you're like, Amazon, that's a pretty legit company. So let me maybe get some AVAX. So just doing your research first and then kind of picking your top 3 to 5. That's what I do. I don't go past that. And then if you want to, just have, some kind of understanding, like, okay, I want to take 5% of my earnings, 10% of my earnings and throw it into these tokens and see what happens.
So if I had $1,000 and I was going to invest it in Bitcoin, what should I buy? And how much?
If you had $1,000, not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
But I mean, you're already priced out of Bitcoin because it's already too high. You have to be a multimillionaire to see some real gains. So that's what people don't understand. So if you want to have a safe bet, you can throw, your dollar cost average into it. Cool. But if you have $1,000, I would get AVAX. I mean, it's up, I think like 50%, 60% in the last week. So AVAX is good. I like that. Polygon, I like XRP. XRP is a big one. It's going to be the standard for the banking industry. So all the banks are using it. They have all the framework for it. So they're turning our money into digital assets, and they're going to be using XRP to provide liquidity to the world and have cross-border payments.
I will make sure that any of these clips that get put out, and I'll build in ChatGPT, there'll be a disclaimer at the bottom, just so you're covered to say, Maverick is not a financial planner. Yeah. This is not a solicitation.
Don't buy any of this.
Yeah. This is not a
Don't buy any of this.
This is not a solicitation for financial, for financial, gain or anything like that whatsoever.
Right. Yeah.
Because people get fucking crazy.
Yeah. Don't listen to me.
Don't listen. Don't listen to him. Listen to fucking me.
Yeah.
Like, turn me off right now.
Well, I can't say that either. Okay. But I have my own protocol as well. But yeah, I just give education on everything. So when it comes to just education and people are like, what's blockchain? What's Bitcoin? What's this? What's that? Because it's like speaking Mandarin and people just don't know. And that's like, okay, I got to teach you first.
That's me, dude. I'm your guinea pig.
Yeah.
For that shit.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know. I know I need to have some of my assets in it.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. So send me a link for whatever. Next time you got something going on, I'll hop on there and watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be like,
and what people don't know is that for once, we have regulatory clarity because now, there's bills in place in California. They're passing crypto laws. They're doing all this stuff. The banks are using it. Even Citibank, they have this thing called Citi Token Services where they're turning your money into digital assets when you deposit.
Awesome.
So it's happening. It's not if, it's when. So all the framework is there. There's over $1 trillion into crypto and it's only getting bigger. The wealth transfer is over $100 trillion. So it's nothing to play with.
It's not going anywhere but up and expanding. Yeah. And the people that are fighting it are again, shine some light on it.
Yeah.
And who are the people that are fighting it and why?
Yeah.
What do they have to gain?
They don't want people to get rich. That is what's happening. There's people making a ton of money with this stuff, and not just crypto, blockchain and Web3 as a whole. So what Web3 is, it's the Internet of Things. It's real peer-to-peer, transactions. We don't need a middleman, me to you. We can tokenize this whole podcast right now and, put it on the blockchain. So when you're direct to your audience, that is power. So that's what people are really starting to realize. They're like, blockchain and Web3, like this is something. And when you have, companies like Amazon and Walmart and they're getting into the space, you better pay attention. Well,
that's the thing is when you start to see global brands coming into this space and they're coming in heavy, what's your problem?
Yeah.
The
writing's on the wall.
The writing's on the wall.
Yeah.
I think. So, okay, I want to pivot back to you moving from LA to here.
Yes.
Why?
LA is a shithole.
No.
Really? LA.
Gavin Newsom's so in touch with everybody there. He knows what's going on. And
Yeah.
loves him some homeless and, the whole thing.
I feel like he's one of those guys. You remember that movie, They Live?
Oh, Roddy Piper.
Yeah. So he put on the glasses.
Yes.
I think he's one of those fucking aliens. Like, I see him as one of those little guys. Like, he looks like one of those guys.
I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Right.
Yeah. The greatest lines of movie history. It's such a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Good call, dude. Oh, it's a great movie.
And it's so prevalent now. It's so like, I feel like it's happening right now. I feel like that is like, when you put on the glasses, everybody go check out that movie. So when you put on the glasses, the guy's holding the money. And it looks like money when you take off the glasses. When you put it on, it says, "This is your God." You look at the magazine, it says, "Obey, obey, obey." It's crazy. I feel like that is happening now. So with like Newsom and everything else, LA's a shithole because of all the laws. They have like this no bail policy now. Like you go into jail, like, and you come right out the same day. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's not safe. You go downtown, it looks like zombie land. I'm out of there. So... And Vegas is the next hub. So
it is interesting. I watched the mayor. I love Bloomberg. That's like my news source because it's financial stuff. Yeah. And it's very down the middle. So I'm a fan of Bloomberg News. And they had the mayor of San Francisco on. And this poor woman was just like a deer in the headlights. Yeah. Because she's like, oh, things are getting better here. And what?
Yeah, is it?
What? Like, look at the global perspective and perception of San Francisco is Mad Max.
It is.
And that, just people are leaving in droves to get out of there, but it's California as a whole. And I've studied population migration for years here, being in real estate and title and escrow here. And I had people running campaigns to listing agents in LA County years ago saying, hey, move to Vegas. There's the financial advantages to moving to Southern Nevada. And doing skip tracing to get a hold of people. And realtors are still doing it to this day. Because you've got 43% of everybody moving here from out of state is from LA County.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, people are moving for one, no state income tax. You have that. You have, there's tons of job opportunities. It's still pretty affordable. It's going up, but still pretty affordable versus LA, which is like $3,000 for a shack. So, and it's overcrowded. The homelessness is out of control, and people are just tired of it. So that's why I'm moving in. It's just burnt out to me.
If people are getting that burned out feeling and they are in LA County or any city in California, nerdwallet.com has a cost of living calculator. And I have people go on there and you could put in LA and you can compare it to Las Vegas, metropolitan statistical areas, MSAs. And when you cross the state border, just cross the state border from Cali and coming into Nevada, it's like a 30 to 31% cost of living gain.
Wow.
You get in less taxes, but it shows like a gallon of milk is this much or this much. Movie tickets, rent, it shows everything. A gallon of gas. So it's pretty cool on how it breaks it down. When you show that to people, they're like, oh.
Yeah.
And again, there's people in California is wonderful. I love to visit there, but I love to fly in and out of Burbank. That's my jam.
Oh yeah, for sure. You got to do Burbank.
LAX can suck a bag of dicks. There's just no way. But I love going there. I do what I got to do and I get out. Or I love San Diego. Awesome.
Yeah, San Diego. I love San Diego.
Right? Gaslamp District. Love it. But also, I'm a big fan of like going to those places for like a day and leaving.
And then bouncing.
And I bounce. I take the first flight in the morning, last flight at night.
Right.
And do my business and love it.
Yeah. I would say, if anything, make your money in LA and live in Vegas if you can.
Well, and we're getting a high-speed train pretty soon.
You are.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
Like for that to happen, I think it's gonna be like a 2.5 hour one-way trip.
Yeah.
And you're like a bullet train.
Yep.
I think that's brilliant.
It is.
To do that.
Yeah. And it helps the economy, I think.
And it helps both economies.
Yeah.
If you're going to work there, and like I'm from New York and I've got friends that still to this day are commuting 2 to 3 hours on Metro North or LI Long Island Railroad to get to their home. 2 hours, 3-hour commute.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You're going to do that in traffic in LA alone.
Yeah.
Going from the valley over the hill, if you work in like Culver City, 2 hours, easy.
Which to me, your quality of life is so diluted and diminished. You're sitting in a car for what percentage of your life?
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting in a car listening to fucking idiot podcasts like this, for Christ's sake, Maverick. I'm like, Jesus. which I'll take it. Please listen.
Yeah.
But there's other ways now you can, especially since COVID, like my office is at home. I do all my stuff at home. I'm fine with that. Where before COVID, I would have been like, oh, I need a Regis space. I need a WeWork space.
Right.
Especially now, I get a WeWork pretty fucking cheap.
Right.
And so, but now I'm like, well, no, I'll just throw some shit in my dining room and move the table and call it good.
Right.
Because there's no reason why you can't anymore.
Yeah. Actually, WeWork just went under.
That's why I'm like, that'd be a good deal to get in there. Because it's always with those type of deals. I was in commercial real estate forever. It's not the first guy. It's not the second guy. It's the third guy that usually gets into those developments, makes a killing.
Right.
Because the first one goes in, puts in all the liquidity, does the build out, does the whole thing, all the PR, and it goes,
it gets smashed.
Then the second one comes in and goes, I can get this on 60 cents on the dollar. We've got this, but the business plan still isn't there. So they go under after a couple of years. It's the third person that comes in that gets it for pennies on the dollar, like 10, 15 cents on the dollar. Then it makes sense.
Yeah, everybody else fucked up, and then he's making the mistake, not making the mistakes that they did.
Yes. So, look at all the office space in San Francisco. Yeah. Like I love one of my favorite podcasts is All In Podcasts. And it's these four guys, all brilliant, all multimillionaires. One of them is a billionaire he had Facebook money. He was one of the original investors in Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Chamath Palihapitiya. He's brilliant. All four of them are smart as shit. But they're all like talking about San Francisco and how they're getting calls from people saying, do you want to take a whole building? Where a couple of years ago it was like a floor or two. And now they're like, do you want to like take a majority or all of a building for the same price? And they're still like, no. Because the quality of life there is such dog shit.
Yeah. A lot of workers from X, actually, Twitter, they said they don't feel safe anymore. Their cars are getting broken into. Like they don't really want to work there. So it's going down.
It's almost like when Zappos first came in downtown.
Oh, I remember Zappos.
Right?
Is it still around?
Oh yeah. Like Tony Shea passed away now a couple of years ago.
Okay.
But it's still, they're still ripping. And what he did for downtown was amazing. Now, on the other side of it, it gentrified the homeless, all of a sudden got pushed, to outside of Fremont Street in that area. But I remember knowing people when they originally moved from Henderson to their new headquarters in downtown off of Fremont Street, downtown Vegas, not a good neighborhood, that there were people getting harassed as they're walking to their cars in the garage and all that, because just homeless people were, and they're homeless people that in need of psychiatric help, going after people or just scaring the shit out of them.
Right.
Well, that's now over time, they've moved or moved on or, something's happened that now Fremont Street's still like, I talked to a friend of mine the other day. She's coming in. I'm like, I'll take you to Fremont Street. But really, when you live here, it's the last goddamn place you want to go.
Yeah. It's a little
just
seedy.
People with their goddamn yard margs, walk with a lanyard.
Yeah.
Like if you're walking around with a lanyard with a yard plastic, alcohol container on, fuck off.
Yeah.
That's the decline of Western civilization right there, in my opinion. With the flair bartenders, like I saw Cocktail back in the 90s. That's great. Good for you. Good for you, but come on. It does nothing for me. But when you go outside of Fremont Street and then like Commonwealth, there's all these really cool little pubs and bars and restaurants.
Yeah.
I took my kids before the play, Carson's Kitchen, phenomenal restaurant. And they have one here and one in Salt Lake. But I love these small little things that have popped up. And that's all Tony Shea. Did the whole thing. Now, when you walk out, like I have my kids near me, I'm just being an East Coast guy. I'm, what is it? Your level of awareness, situational awareness.
Yeah.
I'm very good with situational awareness.
Yeah, New Yorkers have that.
And having that in my CCW, I'm okay. I'm okay. And so you're walking out. There's a couple homeless people. They're sleeping. I just make sure that I'm in between my kids and them.
Yeah.
As we're walking to the car, and then we get in the car quickly and we leave. But the food was amazing. The restaurant's incredible. The service was great. I'll go back there again. It was priced well.
Nice. You know what else I like too? Downtown Summerlin's really coming up. It's really dope over there. I like Downtown Summerlin.
Downtown Summerlin has just taken off.
It is. Aren't they building a studio over there too? Like a movie studio? I heard that.
That is Mark Wahlberg, who now has become like the ambassador of Las Vegas. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Because he was open about it. He's like, I'm leaving Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I'm out. And he said education, like my kids just can't get, and he's like, I can save more money, better education system, which is not that much better here, but it's cheaper to live here.
Right.
he is, I believe, partnering with Sony Pictures. They've already been up to Carson City, the state capital, to lobby for investment, like for, grant money.
Right.
And they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing is like how fast we built Allegiant Stadium for the Raiders. And now it's just been greenlit for the A's to come here. Oakland fucking hates us. Oakland hates us.
Oh yeah, you took 2 already.
Fucking hates us.
You took 2.
Oakland is like a scorned lover of Las Vegas.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And so when something comes in and makes sense, and that's a biggie to do a Hollywood 2.0 here, and Wahlberg is putting his own money and brand behind it and connections, I think it's a no-brainer. Yeah. And that's also that'll be coming to Summerlin.
Yeah.
But they're going to partner with like UNLV. There's a ton. There's so much upside to that. And also being here, like we don't have mudslides. We don't have earthquakes here. It doesn't rain that much.
Right.
There's hardly any taxes. So it's a much better environment here to have a movie studio.
Yeah,
I think. Now, it's not very green. But you can go to Mount Charleston, is half an hour away. They get snow.
Yeah, yeah.
And most people don't know that.
They don't know
Mount
that.
Charleston's 45 minutes from the Strip. You can go snowboarding every day if you want to.
Yeah, a little hidden gem.
That's a great little hidden gem.
I've seen that.
Of Southern Nevada. Mount Charleston's beautiful. Yeah. There's parks up there and everything. And so with Wahlberg coming here, like he's doing a lot with F1. I think I'm going to a thing at Dre's is Saturday night.
Yeah, he's having a party.
Yep. I think I might go. I don't know, dude.
The Strip is a mess.
Dude, I have tickets for tonight through Friday.
Nice.
And Saturday. Yeah. Thank you. I got them through Amex Platinum and I'm like, I just want to go. I'm going alone. I'll eat a couple gummies. I'll Uber down to Virgin Hotels and walk down to fucking West Harmon grandstands and they've got food included in my package. Great.
Nice.
I'm not a big party, like people person guy. I used to love that shit, but now like my emotional battery gets drained.
Yeah.
And I've got friends that are going to, there's some Future,
yeah.
I have no idea who this man is.
He's a rapper.
Okay. I'm in a mastermind. Sean Kelly is a big podcaster here, a digital podcast hour.
I know about Sean
He's
Kelly.
awesome.
Yeah, he's in crypto too.
And he is in crypto.
Yeah.
And he's got a mastermind that's in WhatsApp. It's everyone that's been on his show. So it's like 450 of us plus. And some guy put on there, hey, whoever wants to go to Future's birthday party, I'm like, okay, because I have friends that are going.
Right.
I have no idea who Future is. Yeah. Like last time I listened to rap was Public Enemy, who I love Public Enemy.
It's a long time ago.
Welcome to the Terror Dome was one of the greatest albums of all time. Like War 33 and a Third, please.
Yeah.
That's back when actually white people could rap openly and say the N-word and not get in trouble. Now it's like, you can't even do that anymore. I'm like, asshole, it's in the lyrics. I can't not say that, but okay, fine. I won't say it. But I might go to that, but also it's like the race people don't understand. It's a night race here.
Yeah.
So the race starts at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's 2 hours. So that means I'm going to be there and then at midnight go to a party.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at Virgin, I saw.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't think I can go.
I know, it's a lot.
And I got my daughter is like, I know who Future is. We should go, Dad. I'm like, honey bunny, I don't. He could kick me in the nuts. I wouldn't know the man. I would not know the man. And I mean, that's really good, but I'm not into like being a star fucker. It's just not me.
Yeah.
You know, and you see famous people around here all the time, like LA. And they just want to be left alone.
Right,
and let them do their thing.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Get out, make their money.
Wahlberg's party makes sense to me because, and even though I'd pay to go to that, but the people that are going to be there, that's a target-rich environment for me to get people to be on my podcast.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the rooms you want to be in,
right.
for sure.
So. And that's like, how often is that going to happen? So I'm thinking about that one. But if I do that, then I got to stagger my Adderall. If I take my Adderall at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then I won't be
How
shaky.
How often do you take Adderall?
How often?
Yeah. Like
every day.
Every day?
Almost every day. I just started microdosing. So the days I microdose, I don't take the Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been on Adderall since, 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Gotcha.
And I want to get off it. Like I'm trying to find is it microdosing? Is there something else out there that's natural and holistic?
Right.
I am in search of that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be on Adderall anymore.
There's probably some alternatives, like something natural that will keep you on track. Like,
my guy Tyson, who I had on, he came in on Friday and I made the mistake of microdosing and taking 2 gummies before that episode. If there's an episode of Fargo Talks you ever want to watch, it's that episode.
I'm going to check it out.
Because I am shitty the entire time. And we're just laughing our asses off. And he microdosed before, but he's just looking at me laughing. And
that's hilarious.
But it was like, when I microdose, I feel more focused, but not as much as when I take Adderall.
Got you.
And so I take 2 pills like every other day-ish.
Okay.
And I don't take Adderall when I take the mushroom. It's just ground up mushrooms in a capsule, which they're looking, I guess, to legalize here pretty soon.
Yeah, mushrooms are actually coming up. Like they're legalizing it everywhere. I think that's going to be like the next drug.
That's the next big gold rush.
It is.
Cannabis is played out, but
it's played out. It's burnt out.
That's
Everybody.
done, dude. That horse is dead.
Yeah, horse
dead.
Is dead. Yeah,
dead.
The next one is mushrooms.
The next one is mushrooms, and I would put money behind anybody here that's going to be doing that.
Yeah,
that's like you need bundlers like Scarface, like money counting machine, like a count room to count your money for that.
Right.
I think that, the government needs to, with cannabis, legalize it federally. Let them put their money in a real bank.
Might as well.
Like I have friends in here that are in cannabis and they literally have to have like ex-SEAL Team 6 members coming in an armored car. They take the money and then I guess a lot or all the cannabis companies here have a location or locations that they share.
Yeah.
So it's like a shared nondescript place that's really like a bank for them,
right? And they
to store their money
in
and
there.
they dump all their cash there.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're making money hand over fist for sure. But if you're catching that mushroom wave, you're gonna be so ahead of the game. So yeah,
if they can get it figured out to where what's it actually like? Is it depression? Is it PTSD? Is it ADHD?
Yeah.
What is it that? How can it help you? Because in the beginning, like with cannabis, they say, "Oh, it could help everything." Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just stop it. I don't smoke. I'm a gummy guy. I'm an edible guy, but
edibles. I can't do edibles.
Oh, why not?
I can smoke, and that's the thing. I really don't like smoke too much, but like if I were to do anything, I would just smoke and not do edibles because I had 2 horrible experiences with edibles. Terrible. Like one time I didn't know it was an edible. So one time I ate a whole cake pop and I thought they were regular cake pops, right? And like the maid was cleaning up because it was one of my locations because I do like luxury rentals and whatnot. The maids were in there cleaning up after the client and they left this, bag of, little cake pops. So what happened was they were like, "Oh, do you want some?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll take a cake pop." But not knowing it's in a clear plastic bag. And I'm like, if you would have told me that, I wouldn't have took them because it looks odd already. So I took one. She eats one. And then what happened was like an hour and a half later, she was like, "Oh, I don't feel so good. I feel sick." I'm like, "Are you okay? What's wrong?" She's like, "I feel like I have to throw up." So she was like on the ground. And then maybe like 30, 45 minutes later, I started feeling the same way. I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I don't feel good." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "Is the gas on? Like, are we all getting like fucked up from the gas? Like, what's going on?" So then my friends came and they were like, "Oh, you guys are high." They were like, "Let me see that bag." Yeah, these are edibles. So I ate the whole fucking cake pop and I was so fucked up. I was calling people paranoid. And mind you, this is like my first edible ever. So like,
oh shit.
Yeah. So I didn't know what was going on. I was calling people. I was calling exes and shit and like all kind of crazy shit, man. So like I couldn't even drive home. My friend had to drive me home. It was fucked up. And the second time, I knew it was an edible. It was one of those liquid shots that goes straight to your bloodstream. So I didn't know. Took it and I was like, okay, well, yeah, this might not be so bad. It's a little shot. Took the shot, then lay down, and then I was like, damn, I feel like I'm floating. And then my heart started racing. I was like, am I gonna die? And then after that, I was with my ex at the time, and she was like, do you want me to call the ambulance? And I was like, yeah, call the ambulance. Because I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
And after that, like the ambulance gets there, they're like, "Sir, you're just high. Do you really want to take a $1,500 ride?
You're high. You're just
to the hospital. You're just high."
Silly goose.
And I was like, yeah, just take me. And I was in and out the whole time, and I was so fucked up. It was some shit from Europe. I don't know what it was. Like it was super potent.
Fucking European goddamn tinctures.
Yeah.
So the liquid
after
shit.
that,
fuck them.
I was good on
fucking
edibles.
Putin. God damn it.
I'm good on edibles. He said Putin.
Fucking Putin had something to do with it. Do a goddamn post about that with Putin spiking edibles.
Hey,
I guarantee it's happening somewhere.
He's doing
Search
it all.
the dark web.
Yeah.
It's there.
Hey, my page is like the dark web, I feel like.
Dude, I did it, the whole tour thing a couple of years ago. And I was like, this is scary. I'm getting the hell off. I was on for like maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like I figured out how to get in. And I'm like, oh no.
It's dark.
No,
Literally.
yeah. Like I just started to see stuff. I was like, I want nothing to do with this at all. I'm out. I'm out.
You'll see some crazy shit on there.
Out. And that's when I've been told that's like the majority of the internet is dark web.
It is. It's 95% of the internet is dark web.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like the Googles and Amazons, that's like super small percentage versus the dark web. And it's all that shit is, stay off of there. You'll see like murders and you'll see like.
Well, you could hire hitmen.
You'll see all kind of crazy shit on there.
Yeah. I just, to me, it is the most awful part of society, global society. And that's not me.
Yeah.
I'm an eternal optimist with stuff. So if that's what you want to do, okay. I hope you die soon and have a horrific death and, you come back to life as a fucking seagull in Manhattan or something like that with 1 foot.
Yeah.
And that is fucking gout.
Yeah. It's the dark web's crazy, man. Like I just tell people to stay off of there. If you ever find your way, don't go through any tours or anything. Stay off of there. Like it's bad. Sometimes
I'll get alerts say, hey, your Gmail account showed up on, in the dark web search, whatever. Like, okay, what do I got to do? Change your password, do whatever. I do what I'm told. Thank you, Google, and do all that shit. But that's the part where, as we look at AI and AI progressing, AI's influence on, obviously, in the dark web is going to have a ripple effect.
Yeah. It is.
And that thing's going to be easier. Like, I think the whole porn industry, I think a lot of the porn people will be out of a job. Or I had a woman on, Alexis Fox, and she's great. I did not have her on. She's like 13 years in the business.
Okay.
But I told her, I said, I really don't care about you getting an AVN award for, she has multiple. I care more about, she has her own coffee line.
Yeah.
She has coffee. She has her own beers. That gets sold. She has, she does stuff in the comedy circuit where she produces and hosts like comedy rumbles where, people go up and she's hosting it. There's a boxer that she sponsors in Florida. So I love the fact that she's parlayed her money that she's made in adult entertainment into, she's a female entrepreneur.
Right.
And that you've got me all day long.
Yeah, you got to flip that.
Right. And so she's flipping it well. And I talked to her, I said, you need to look at AI and see how can you get a body scan of you done, speak certain words from a script, and then it's got your inflections, your body movement, everything.
Yeah.
And then sell that.
Yeah.
And you never have to work a day in your life.
That's already happening. So actually what Meta is doing right now, they have this thing called Meta AI. I think it's called, I forgot the name of it, Buddies or whatever it's called.
The llama?
Not the llama. That's their AI. But, they're doing clones of celebrities.
I saw that.
Yeah. So what's happening is they're taking the likeness of your favorite celebrity, Tom Brady, Kendall Jenner, all these people, and giving them their own little personalities, giving them a new name, and they have their face scans and everything else. And then when you chat within the DMs, they're like, a big sister or a golf buddy, or they're giving you tips and tricks and stuff. And they're like, oh, my name is Billy and blah, blah, blah. And, don't do that. Hey, I'm your friend forever and all that stuff. And it's like Kendall Jenner talking to you, but it's not her. It's just her likeness. And yeah, that's happening right now.
It's creepy. If they could make a AI human being, which they're getting there, but I would just want that as a girlfriend. Like 5'9", 5'10", blonde, thigh gap.
You can create her.
Can cook well.
Yeah.
Can cook like really well. And is funny and laughs at all my shit.
Right.
And loves to watch my podcasts.
There you go.
Done.
The perfect woman.
And loves to travel.
Yeah.
That's
the perfect woman right there.
That's it. That's all I want.
So you would have a robot wife.
Hell yes.
Okay. So you'd be down for that.
Oh God, yes.
You're first in line for that.
Dawn, I'll take my credit cards.
Got you.
Take all my credit cards. I'll get the points and done.
Yeah.
Love it. I think that's the direction that things are going, is that, well, now, and they're even saying that now with a lot of news sources are putting out a disclaimer. Part or all of this article was made with artificial intelligence.
Right.
Like I'm on either Bard or ChatGPT every day.
Bard is amazing.
Every day. Bard is come a long way from
Bard
the beginning.
Yeah.
Bard is good. And even ChatGPT is now, its memory is up to April of this year.
Oh, really?
Yep. And that was recent.
Yeah, that is recent.
The thing that the prompt to put in is you say, what day is it today? And it'll say it's November 18th. And my memory is good up till April 2023.
So
it just came out.
Got you. Okay.
And so it's even better. And now their plugins are getting better. And you could build your own GPTs in there.
Right.
And that stuff I'm now learning to then help when I launch my marketing firm and to advise people, go, look, you're not going to do it yourself. I'll build it for you.
Right.
Let me help and I'll build out your workflow for you. Or if you're a realtor, let's build out a campaign to hit like all of LA County.
Yeah.
And every home that's on the MLS.
Yeah. That's what I tell everybody. You got to reskill because what's happening with AI right now, it's affecting every single industry. Like they even have jobs right now where it pays $500,000. They're called AI whisperers. So they're doing prompts because you don't have to know how to talk to an AI. So if you don't know how to talk to an AI, you're not going to get the best results with the prompts. So they have this, this job that they created for different companies to where you can talk to the AI specifically and you type in a certain prompt in a certain way and you'll get the best results. So they're doing that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So
every company should have an AI whisperer in some way, shape, or form. They're full or part-time that you are paying somebody to find out how can we leverage artificial intelligence to help hiring, to help get our product out there, to help make our product better, to help make our systems better.
Yeah.
And then, because you're looking at, with ChatGPT 4, it's like 400 trillion parameters.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd much rather, be doing that stuff. And the people that don't do it are going to be out of a job.
They are.
You're gone. And Costco's always hiring. Amazon distribution center, always hiring.
Yeah.
Off you go, motherfucker.
Yeah, they're gonna be doing that or UBI. So universal basic income, that's coming too.
What's that?
Universal basic income is where basically the government becomes your daddy. So they're gonna give you $2-3 a month. You don't have to do anything. They're gonna keep you there, and you're gonna depend on them forever.
Oh.
So that's where everything's going. So if you're not becoming an entrepreneur or reskilling or learning how to use these tools, they're just going to become your daddy.
It's like a welfare system.
Exactly. For everybody. The UK already rolled out a version of it already.
We have no money to give out to anybody right now between Ukraine and Israel and everything else. It's like, we don't have any money.
Right.
Well, it is still like $1 trillion something, the interest payment now or something on our debt.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not that smart, but I know that. It's like, well, let's stop spending money.
Yeah.
Can we just, like, if we got to raise taxes, raise motherfucking taxes. We get so pissed off at that stuff. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
And all these old white people running the country. It's like the Mormon church. They have no connectivity to real people.
Right.
Their only connectivity is to super PACs and people giving them money.
Yeah. Do you think there should be an age limit for, government officials and people who run the country?
I don't think there should be an age limit, but I think there should be some type of cognitive reasoning test and physical test that is rigid.
Right.
Very rigid.
Okay.
You have to go through. That I think, because, and the reason why I say that, it's a great question, Maverick, is my dad is 81 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see him in 2 weeks. He's in upstate New York. He eats 100 grams of protein a day, 100 grams of fiber a day. He goes to the gym, YMCA, 5 days a week. He planks for a minute every morning.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, he is in incredible physical shape. He reads books. He reads the Bible every morning. I'm not a God guy, but he is. Good for him.
Right.
He does Sudoku to keep his brain good.
Yeah.
He's good. He repeats himself for once in a while, but beyond that, he's on it.
I repeat myself all the time.
Same. I forget you. My kids are like, you already told us that 3 times. I'm like, motherfucker. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, guys. Sorry, kids.
So,
Dad's an idiot.
no, that's amazing, though.
But it's people
it should be
like him,
right.
He could pass that test.
Right.
Biden could not pass that test right now.
Biden doesn't know he's alive. So
that's what's scary, is the shadow government behind Biden that's really running things right now.
Yeah. And they're just propping him up and pumping him for whatever. Hey, get out there and say something.
Awful. And, Trump, also older. It's a lesser of two evils. As long as Trump doesn't have Twitter, I think he's great.
Right.
If it would muzzle him with Twitter.
Right.
Stop fucking tweeting all the time, Donald.
He's not going to stop, though.
He's not, because he's a New Yorker and it's ego-driven.
Right.
His name's on buildings. So he wants that immediate gratification of saying something, and then everyone retweets it and likes him, and MAGA and all that. Okay, I'm an independent. I'm more, less government on people, and I'm all about pro-business.
Yeah.
Pro real estate, pro business, whatever, entrepreneurs, whatever, and can weaponize and make entrepreneurs better.
Right.
But not coddle them and not give them like money all the time. Give them education.
Right.
Or give them tax credits if they invest or if they hit certain benchmarks.
Right.
Don't tax them as much.
Yeah.
So they can keep going and grow it even more.
And grow.
Right? So, yeah.
Well, I would say realistically, and that's the thing, I'm not for Biden, Trump, whatever. But here's the thing. That 4 years when Trump was in office, I made more money than I have ever in my life.
Preach.
As a business owner,
Preach.
It was great for the economy, great for the country. And I just go by results. Whoever gets the results done, that's who I'm with.
Yeah.
So I don't care about who you are and what you do, what you say, and how anybody else feels about them. I don't give a shit. What are the results? Are you running this country correctly? Are we ahead? Right now we're behind. Look at the results. Gas is $7 in LA. So just look at the landscape. So that's what I go by.
I'm with you 100%. I couldn't agree more. And I think that I'm hoping, I think Trump's going to be our president, which, okay.
Great.
But that's fine.
Bring him back. Let's go.
Come on back. Come on back, Trump. But I'm hoping that this ushers in a younger breed, like whether it's DeSantis or whomever, I don't care, Vivek, that younger breed of people, Nikki Haley, that are more astute to social, and cultural, norms and what's going on and are more relatable.
Yeah.
Give me an answer. Don't talk around it. Like that woman who's the mayor of San Francisco on Bloomberg. She was just talking shit out of her mouth. I'm out. I'm on fucking Netflix.
Yeah.
Suck it. I couldn't do it. And that's the disconnect is these people like Mitch McConnell freezing up on camera.
Yeah.
Mav.
He's a robot. He's a robot.
Talk about AI.
Yeah,
like
that's AI.
That's like
he glitched out.
Yeah.
And
he was buffering.
And that's the thing. Like we have these people running the country and it's scary. It's like, I get it. He probably has, health issues. God bless his soul. But you shouldn't be running anything.
Get out.
Yeah.
That's the part with that and how they can invest in stuff and all that is bananas. We have to figure out a day and time to have you come back.
Yeah.
And especially if you're moving here.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, we could make this a regular thing.
Yeah, we'll do some more deep dives. We'll talk about some more conspiracies.
I love it. I love it. For people that get a hold of you, what are the best places for them to get a hold of you?
So I'm on TikTok, Maverick Approach, my IG, which is where most of my, videos go viral and all my my fan base is, Maverick Approach. So Maverick Approach on IG, Maverick Approach on TikTok, and my YouTube as well. It's Maverick McFly is the handle. And so that's where you can find me.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Good stuff.
Thank you.